Bitter criticism in the studio right here in in planet Mars. Yeah, I'm not in planet Earth. I'm afraid of CIA. I'm afraid of NSA. I'm afraid of the US deep state. This very cell phone I'm recording with is a Samsung Galaxy A12. This very cell phone at night, or I didn't make the test right now. The question is, I cannot put the lights of the understand. I cannot put the camera lights anymore. Why? Just because of pager stuff, because of imperialism on our devices. Yeah, so I cannot record at night. Maybe when I'm more expired. Maybe when I'm smoking weed with Anthony Blinken. So I will have to take my Huawei cell phone to the technical. I will have to take my Huawei cell phone to the technical assistance. What about that? Because this very Samsung cell phone is not delivering anymore because of Cold War. Yeah, so I cannot make the show. I cannot make this program because of Samsung interference on the camera, on the light, on the flash. I have no more flash. I have battery. I have electricity. I pay the expensive electricity bill, but just like that, my Samsung cell phone doesn't allow me anymore to, because of the same thing of the pagers, because of Microsoft and Google, I guess, and Samsung and Sony and Motorola and all the fucking West companies. That's terrible. Anyway, just let's read some Russia Today. Russia Today Entertainment Television is not. Well, I have to read this one later on the day. I'm going to read this. I'm sure I'm going to read this from Al Jazeera. But by now, September 20th, Friday in Chile at least. September 20th, Friday in Chile. Top Hezbollah commander killed in airstrike Israel. A precision strike in Beirut has reportedly taken out Ibrahim Akil and several others. File photo. Supporters of the Shiite government, supporters of the Shiite movement, Hezbollah have party flags in Beirut's southern suburbs. Ibrahim Akil, the head of Hezbollah's elite Radwan unit, has been killed in a target strike in Beirut, Lebanon. The Israel Defense Force IDF announced it on Friday. The US blamed Akil for the April 1983 bombing of the American embassy in Beirut and killed 63 people, and offered a $7 million bounty on his head in 2019. Quote, Air Force fighter jets target the Beirut area and kill Ibrahim Akil, the head of the Hezbollah terrorist organization's operations team, the acting commander of the unit Radwan, and the commander of the Galilee conquest plan. End of quote. This was a quote from IDF. IDF said in a statement, several of Radwan's top officers were also eliminated alongside Akil. The IDF said the Israeli military said Akil and his unit were plotting a raid on Galilee along the same lines as Hezbollah's October 7 attack from Gaza. At least 3 people were killed and 17 wounded in the bombing. Two Israeli security sources told Axios on Friday. Saudi TV outlet Al Arabiya reported that Akil was killed in the Israeli strike. Hezbollah has not confirmed his death. Read more. Harris will destroy Israel, Trump says. This is not related, not too much related. According to the IDF, Akil has been the head of Hezbollah's operations since 2004 and was responsible for several attacks on Israel. The Israeli military said it will quote, continue to act to undermine the capabilities of and damage the terrorist organization's Hezbollah. Israel intensified air and artillery strikes on Lebanon since Defense Minister Yoav Gallant announced a new phase in the war against Hezbollah on Wednesday. Earlier this week, Israel claimed to have remotely activated hundreds of pagers and other communications devices in Hezbollah hands, killing at least 37 people and injuring an estimated 3,000, including children. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah has described the attack as a massacre and a declaration of war, accusing Israel of sheer terrorism and war crimes that cross all restrictions and red lines. And that's it. And I have another one. Lebanon is at war. This is from yesterday, September 19, from Russia Today to Home World News. Lebanon is at war, Prime Minister. The detonation of electronic devices across the country is an indescribable crime, Najib Mikati. Definitely. Imagine you have a beeper, a pager, like a cell phone, and then explode in your wrist, in your pocket, and you die because of injuries. That's absolutely terrible. You have a minor injury, but you have your waist, your body will be destroyed. Understand? Not all your body, but your liver. Understand? Your heart and so on. This part of your body. Look, imagine you have a cell phone just like that. Just like I have a cell phone here on my pocket, and then the cell phone explodes. Understand? That's what would happen. Explodes. So you have all this part of your body exploded. You know. That's a terrible crime. Troops secure in the because you will even survive. You will survive 3 hours, depending on the scale of the harm, depending on the harm. Lebanese troops secured the area for an ambulance to enter a hospital amid a wave of explosions of electric devices across Lebanon. Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati has said his nation is at war after electronic devices exploded across the country for 2 days in a row, killing more than 30 people and injuring thousands of others on Tuesday. So, just another comment. Any electronic device from the West, and also Telegram, and also WhatsApp and West devices. If you read the papers, you will know they are not safe. That's a terrible. Just my Samsung cell phone over here. I cannot rely on it. It's nice, has a nice camera, but I don't know if it's recording. I don't know if suddenly CIA stopped my cell phone, my Samsung cell phone of recording. Well, it's not. I didn't buy it. I mean, I didn't install it, but I buy it second hand. I don't know the origin of this cell phone. That's also true. But this is a jungle. Life is a jungle. As you can see, you buy a Motorola pager and. Hey, Tommy! Hey, Tommy! Hey, Milu! Milu! Hey! Milu! Daily problems with Tommy. I mean, I didn't knew that Tommy doesn't attack actually. So Tommy didn't attack the couple. It was a couple, and Tommy actually didn't attack them. It's good to know, But yeah, I know that will happen because Tommy really doesn't attack. And those clowns over there, Mursi and Milu, they are just clowns. On Tuesday, pagers used by members of the Lebanese armed group Hezbollah detonated simultaneously and killing Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati has said his nation is at war after electronic devices exploded across the country for 2 days in a row, killing more than 30 people and injuring thousands of others. On Tuesday, pagers used by members of the Lebanese armed group Hezbollah detonated simultaneously, killing 12 people and wounding nearly 3,000 people. 3,000 people. So, do you remember what I said? That I have a pager like this? I have a pager like this. And then the CIA explode the pager. because you are a Lebanese people, just because of you are Lebanese, and then exploded, and you have a severe injury in your liver or in your inner body, but you don't die, so you are wounded. You are 3,000. You are one of the 3,000 Lebanese injured, wounded. Motorola people, that's Motorola. This is fabulous. I know. I mean, for I don't remember now the word. Iconoclasty, for iconoclasty. That's perfect. Motorola is done, Motorola will blow you up. That's it. That's the reality, Motorola can destroy you if they want. And there's a pretty common place on online resistance, if you will, online militants. If you have if electronic devices could kill you, devices are killing you now, Imagine like a screen. If this was not a Xiaomi, this is a Xiaomi Redmi cell phone. Imagine a laser. A laser could come from the screen. You understand? in a West device, definitely. That's what West devices do. Terrible hemisphere. Terrible civilization. Well, what else? 12 injured. So yeah, Motorola kills people. That's it. Motorola killing people. On Tuesday, pagers used by members of the Lebanese armed group Hezbollah detonated simultaneously, killing 12 people and wounding nearly 3,000, according to the health authorities. Another 12 people lost their lives, and 450 others were injured. The following day after thousands of other electronic devices, including walkie-talkies, laptops, and radios. Yeah, laptops too. So, understand? I was not crazy. A laptop can kill you. Well, in my imagination, my imagination was all about laser. You are watching a screen light, and this light will turn into a laser and will blow your mind. And well, yeah. So these pagers, maybe they exploded into the heads of the people. Not I'm watching the pager, and I'm watching. Another 20 people lost their lives, and 20 people lost their lives, and 450 others were injured the following day when thousands of other electronic devices, including walkie-talkies, laptops, and radios, blew up. Not smartphones, but look, I'm watching my cell phone just like that. I'm using it. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to make my daily life, anything, and then explodes on my head. That's terrible propaganda. That's the reality, and I will use it. Unfortunately, I will do it. I will do it right away. I will take an image of Motorola and so on, and Western devices, Western brands, and that's killing you. That's killing us. So this is a Xiaomi Redmi, and I trust because it's Chinese. This episode. I'm not sure when going to do it. Samsung is threatening me. Yeah. Fortunately, this camera, which I'm recording with, yeah, I'm just communicating with Japan and the West Empire. I hope. Oh, there's my boy there. Look. Just 1 second. I lost him. Não sei não. See. Well, I mean my boy, the Elanus leucurus, and you saw Milu here. Milu is jealous. Milu is jealous about the Elanus leucurus boy. Or female, I don't know. Well, in English it's like kite. I'm sorry, but yeah. Amateur show. Hezbollah and the government in Beirut have blamed Israel for the attacks. The Jewish state has neither confirmed nor denied responsibility. Terrible precedent for history. Israel, when your cell phone, when your gadgets kill you. Media reports have claimed that the Israeli Secret Service, Mossad, rigged thousands of electronic devices with small explosive charges, which were triggered via a remote signal. Mikati was visiting a hospital where victims of the first wave of explosions were being treated when reports of more detonations came in on Wednesday, according to the Prime Minister's office. Quote, this mass crime against defenseless people in their homes who are being killed in this way is indescribable. Definitely. So there's not much to say. Just Chinese. From now on, people should buy only and only Chinese gadgets. This is not my. I'm not a leader. But will you buy a Western gadgets? Look what the hell they are doing. They are killing people. You will buy an iPhone, it will kill you. You will use WhatsApp, it will kill you. Terrible world, terrible West world. Anyway, so the last quote was by Mikati told journalists. I will read again. Quote, this mass crime against defenseless people in their homes who are being killed in this way is indescribable, Mikati told journalists. He insisted that Lebanon is in a state of war with Israel. Quote, this war started about 11 months ago and it is affecting our people in the south, where their homes are being destroyed, he said. Mikati was referring to regular exchanges of fire between Hezbollah and the Israeli military on the border, as well as the Jewish state's airstrikes into Lebanese territory, which started after the incursion into Israel by the Palestinian armed group Hamas on October 7 last year. The Prime Minister again blamed Israel for the explosions of electronic devices, claiming that the Jewish state's whole history over the past 75 years has been criminal. Quote, "We are facing an enemy that disregards all international and humanitarian laws. And the question is, can this continue? We're in the UN, whose primary mission is to distribute peace." I will read again. Quote, "We are facing an enemy that disregards all international and humanitarian laws. And the question is, can this continue? Can this continue? We're in the UN, whose primary mission is to distribute peace," Mikati asked. So yeah, the UN is baking all this. It's terrible. The UN, the West is absolutely decadent. We need the BRICS, you know, we need something else. We need BRICS. We need BRICS, we need China gadgets in order to survive, you know, in order to survive. He added that he had instructed Lebanese Foreign Minister Abdallah Abu Habib to ensure that the attacks on the country are addressed by the UN Security Council. Following the second wave of electronic blasts on Wednesday, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said that, quote, "A new phase of the country's almost year-long war was beginning, with the focus shifting from Hamas in Gaza to Hezbollah in Lebanon. Quote, "The center of gravity is moving north. The center of gravity is moving north. We are diverting," quote, "the center of gravity is moving north. We are diverting forces, resources, and energy towards the north," Gallant told Israeli troops. Oh, he's talking about the war in Gaza, yeah. But you know, my opinion, maybe my opinion is too weak. Definitely, I have no views, but I guess Gaza is absolutely surrender, I guess. I'm not sure about it. I'm pessimist. I'm a realist, you know. I guess the left in general, there are some people in the left who I respect and also admire, but they are being too biased. They are trying to sell a narrative. I'm sorry, this is terrible for some people, selling a narrative that Palestinian people are winning in Gaza Strip all year, all day long. 30 kill. Anyway, so I'm going to read just one more from Russia Today. I should read. Yeah, I'm turning the three focal points. Yeah, I'm reading the three. I have three newspapers, one for each front of the 2030s war, 2030s. And I recommend you Pepe Escobar Pepe Cafe channel if you understand Portuguese. Anyway, he's talking about Pepe says this war on Ukraine, it will go up to 2030. So more 6 years ahead. Terrible. September 20, 2024, home, World News. Israel planned pager attacks for 15 years. ABC News. Israeli intelligence has long-eyed an attack using explosive communication devices. A US source has claimed it. An ambulance in Beirut, Lebanon on September 17. The photograph. Israeli intelligence services have been contemplating an operation along the lines of this week's mass explosions of Hezbollah electronic devices for at least 15 years. A U.S. intelligence source has told ABC News. Thousands of people were injured in Lebanon by a series of blasts on Tuesday and Wednesday when pagers, walkie-talkies, and other devices used by the militant group exploded simultaneously. Israel has neither confirmed nor denied responsibility for the incident, although media reports have widely described it as a Mossad plot that involved rigging the gadgets with remotely trigger explosive charges. Speaking to ABC News, a U.S. source called it a supply chain interdiction, adding that the CIA has long been reluctant to employ similar tactics due to the risk of collateral damage. In Lebanon, children were among the dozens of people killed in the attack, which also left many victims mutilated. The New York Times previously reported that the supply of sabotaged devices started in the summer of 2023, citing multiple officials familiar with the operation. Read more. Lebanon is in a state of war. I guess I read that. The ABC News report suggests that BAC Consulting, a Hungarian-based firm subcontracted by Taiwanese electronics manufacturer Gold Apollo to produce pagers for Hezbollah, is an Israeli front. The devices were never in Hungary, and BAC was, quote, a trading intermediary with no manufacturing or operational site in the country, a spokesperson for the government in Budapest told the outlet. The Taiwanese administration has also distanced the self-ruled Chinese island from the wave of violence in Lebanon. Quote, the components are mainly low-end IC integrated circuits and batteries. Economy Minister Kuo Ji-wei told reporters on Friday, as quoted by Reuters, quote, I can say with certainty they were not made in Taiwan. Beirut and the Hezbollah leadership have blamed Israel for the incident and have declared that Lebanon is now in a state of war with its neighbor. The Israel Defense Forces intensified cross-border fire into Lebanon on Thursday. In what observers fear may be a prelude for a major ground invasion. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant on Wednesday announced a new phase in the war, with the militant movement and Israeli commando division previously involved in military action in Gaza has moved to the north amid the sharpening tensions. Israel launched a large-scale military operation in Lebanon in 1982, leading to a 3-year partial occupation and the rise of Hezbollah as a prominent military and political force. And again in 2006 in what turned out to be a month-long incursion. So I'm going to see what really fast what Al Jazeera is doing. What Al Jazeera is saying. I'm going to read the updates. Rampage. Israeli attack kills at least 12, injures dozens in Beirut. A closest approach I guess Kursk is in peace. I guess Kursk region is at ease. Live updates. Al Jazeera. Israel's attacks on Lebanon live. That tool in Beirut rises to 12. This is by Ali Harb and Brian Osgood. September 20, 2024. At least 12 people have been killed and 66 others injured in an Israeli attack on the southern suburbs of Beirut, Lebanon's health ministry says. Lebanese health authorities say children are among the victims of the attack on a building in the Dahiyeh area 6 minutes ago. Analysis. Israel has a long history of targeted assassinations. Rami Kouiri at the American University of Beirut describes today's attack as a continuation of Israeli assassinations targeting the heads of Palestinians and other Arab groups. Israel has been killing Palestinian political and military leaders since the 1980s, when the Palestine Liberation Organization first became powerful and significant and resistant to what Israel was doing. Kouiri told Al Jazeera, quote, "It's been killing senior members of the PLO and Hamas and Hezbollah, Iranian senior officials and scientists, so this is a strategic policy that Israel has used," he said. Kouiri added that assassinations were also used by Zionist groups against potential rivals before the Israeli war was created in 1948. And that's it. I'm going to read more about this in the bus. If I take a bus today, I'm not sure. You know, I will go back to Russia today, because I didn't read nothing from Russia itself. This is crazy. Look, September 20, home and former Soviet Union, 2024. 2 more Cybertrucks sent to front Chechen leader video. There's a Cybertruck in the Chechen border. I don't know what's going on. The electric car were not affected by the recent remote shutdown of a different vehicle, Ramzan Kadyrov has claimed. Shutdown of a different vehicle. Russia has sent 2 more Tesla Cybertrucks to the combat zone in the Ukraine conflict. Ramzan Kadyrov, the head of the Republic of Chechnya, wrote on Telegram on Friday. He also published a video showing the 2 electric vehicles. The post came just a day after Kadyrov chastised Tesla CEO Elon Musk for supposedly remotely deactivating a Cybertruck the Chechen leader had demonstrated in August. Quote, "What Elon Musk did was unbecoming of him," Kadyrov wrote in a post on Thursday. Musk himself did not comment on the development. Friday's video shows that what appears to be 2 Cybertrucks with machine guns installed in their cargo beds and manned by people wearing camouflage fatigues and military gear. The vehicles can be seen moving along. A dirt road through a wooden area while accompanied by 2 off-road vehicles. After that, they take up a position on a small hill and open fire at a drone. Quote, "The Western equipment is performing excellently against the Western Ukrainian NATO fighters," Kadyrov wrote in a post accompanying the video. "Mobility, convenience, maneuverability those qualities are in high demand. He said, adding that one could not ask for a better advancement for Cybertruck and a worse advancement for any other Western gadgets like Motorola, because they are killing you, and Western laptops too. He said, adding that one could not ask for a better advancement for Cybertruck. We definitely know how to use them. The Tesla Cybertruck is a highly stylized electric vehicle with an extra durable exterior. Although it was never designed for military use and is available at over $200,000, the Chechen leader also stated that the two vehicles were not affected by the remote shutdown that he alleged was performed on the other Cybertruck. Last month, Kadyrov published a video of himself driving a Cybertruck around the city of Grozny. Later, he said that it has been sent to the front before being pulled back due to allegedly being shut down by Musk. The Chechen leader also referred to that particular car as being a gift from the Tesla CEO, prompting Musk to deny he had donated anything to a Russian general. In his post on Friday, Kadyrov did not elaborate on the origin of the two Cybertrucks shown in the clip. Earlier, he also thanked the US entrepreneur for other products that help us a lot, including Starlink satellite internet system. However, Starlink, which has been extensively used by Ukrainian forces throughout the conflict, reportedly does not work in Russia. Musk himself said earlier that such geographic limitations prevent Kiev from using it for drone strikes deep into Russian territory. Who knows? I don't actually understand. I guess nobody fully understands, but Elon Musk is a very special case. Well, next time I'm going to read CGTN, my favorite newspaper. By now, Daniel Jadue, let's see if Daniel Jadue has published anything on his YouTube page. Nothing. Daniel Jadue is terrified. Daniel Jadue is terrified at home.
Roxana Costa. In this video, we take a look back.
Roxana Campo. Un obrero va a trabajar, ¿no? Y nadie le paga el sueldo a la persona que le lava la ropa, que le hace el desayuno, que le cuida a los hijos, que le arregla la casa, ¿no? Una mujer trabaja y si tiene al marido trabajando en la casa, haciéndose cargo de los cuidados, que yo conozco varios casos, no, porque esto no se trata de género, esa persona no gana nada y la verdad que está permitiendo que la sociedad completa se mueva. Entonces, ¿qué haces tú si pagas el salario doméstico y el de cuidado, el trabajo doméstico y el de cuidado? Si lo pagas, activas la demanda local y la fortaleces, ¿no? ¿A quiénes le compran ellos? Fundamentalmente a la pequeña y mediana y mini empresa que abastece la demanda local. ¿Y eso qué significa? Mayor crecimiento. Pero para eso hay que tener circulante, no hay que sacar la plata como lo hacen los amigos de Mate y llevársela a Miami.
Daniel, y lo que yo te pregunté a ti en este sin maquillaje, ¿a ti te parece, no sé cómo el tejimaneje, pero tú tendrás una opinión como político, que un gobierno ya que se declara no de izquierda como el del presidente, sino que de centro izquierda, tenga de presidenta, en este caso del Banco Central, que fija las políticas económicas, a una persona de derecha? ¿Qué opinión tienes tú de eso? ¿No tendría el presidente que mover algo ahí?
Habría que preguntarle al presidente. Nosotros tenemos un problema con el Banco Central. El Banco Central tiene objetivos tremendamente acotados a la política monetaria y a la inflación, ¿no? Por lo tanto, es un banco central que le sirve a los grandes empresarios y a la macroeconomía, no a la microeconomía. En otros países el Banco Central, que puede seguir siendo autónomo perfectamente, debe ser autónomo, tiene objetivos adicionales, César, que en nuestro país no se consideran. Por ejemplo, tiene que preocuparse del desempleo y tiene que ejecutar políticas que permitan que el empleo se...
You know, I'm facing a problem with my mattress again. I'll have to change the direction of my mattress. I mean, change the orientation of the mattress. Tommy, don't kill nobody. Tommy, aquí. What can I say? Daniel Jadwe, I cannot imagine if Daniel Jadwe is forbidden to do this show. It's impossible to forbid someone to do anything inside its home. So Daniel Jadwe is free now, as I know, as far as I know. Maybe they called him again. They were oligarchy in Chile was dead. They take him again on his home. Who knows? But I guess he's free at home. But he's terrified, which is terrible. Not everybody face prison the same way.